I'm Solis. I'm from Ireland and I moved to Manchester when I was 18 to study music. I've lived here for 6 years now. I met my band in university. We all just met on the music scene, and I was in a band with Jack, who plays bass for me. Max plays drums. They were mates and I got in with them, got them to play for an exam for me in university, and then they just ended up being in my band. And I had a guitarist at the time as well, but when he moved away, my friend Andy snapped up the chance and he was like, please let me play a guitar. and he's been in the band ever since, so that was 5 years ago. And yeah, we all just clicked as musicians and as people. About 2 years ago, me and Andy, we started working on a couple of singles, and one of the songs went really well, so we went for a pint after, and then after a drink or three, Andy proposed that we write an album, and it was a joke for a while, and then started to think it was actually not so much a joke and that we actually should probably do it, and why not? We got the bedroom set up into a recording studio and started recording flat out for a year. We both lost probably most of our hair. A lot of blood, sweat and tears went into that album. So I used to go to work and cycle home and just meet Andy, and we'd work on music, and we did that all the time. But one day I was cycling home from work and I got hit by a car. A guy stole a car and then hit me and then burnt his car out, and we still haven't found him. That's a story in itself. But then I was in hospital for about 3 weeks. I had brain injuries, broke my rotator cuff, which pretty much controls everything in your arm. I broke my shoulder, collarbone, humerus, ribs, and just a lot of scars and stuff that are always going to be there. I had to go home to Ireland for about 6 months to recover, so that put the album on hold, and it was ready to go. It was ready to go get mixed and mastered. We were talking about dates, but that was just a setback. So then I arrived back to Manchester. People used to call me T-Rex because I could only move my arm like that. So I couldn't play guitar, struggled to play piano, and I just didn't think music was an option. For a while, I was just a bit down about it and just thought, like, this isn't really possible now. But in that time, we could adapt the live set to suit me, so that I wasn't playing guitar all the time because of my arm. We started rethinking the album. We were like, okay, so I'm gonna have to play piano now on all the songs. We did that, and then the world went into lockdown. And just the obstacles kept showing up. Luckily, I've recovered remarkably well. Now it's 2 years later. I've got most of my arm back, so we don't have to play most of it in piano. Play some of it in piano. Worked out way better because the piano sounds really cool in some of the songs. I think we've just grown as people since then, and I think the album's actually just grown bigger and better. We've met a lovely violin player who's now part of the band as well. She's called Robin, and she is going to be playing on some of the tracks too on the album, and she plays with us live. I accidentally met her at a gig. I guess the delay with the album has just made it better. We've got her on board. We're more ready, more grown as people to be releasing the album. And yeah, I think it's more exciting. Tell me if I'm coming down or going home. What it's like to be well. Tell me if I'm coming down, just feel it.
to